Today we're talking about a house that closed and gets both the honor of the highest and the lowest sold home in Santa Clara County this week, as well as talking about, is Feng Shui a thing? What happened to CALHFA? And what was the other thing? I just lost it. Oh, new home builders. Let's get started. Hang on a second. Let me go back to my streaming thing. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right. So today we had, or this last week, we had 137 homes closed in Santa Clara County. The rates have gone down quite well. Now, again, these are non-quoted rates. You can't say, well, Vito said I can get 5.99 with a jumbo. This was 5.99, just went up 1 point or a tenth of a point. This doesn't have anything to do with your quoted rate. You still have to apply, look at your credit, look at your job history, look at your reserves, look how much money you make, look how much the house is worth, that kind of stuff. And you still have to pay the lender, right? So understand that there's certain things that you have to pay for on top of these numbers. So generally speaking, you're looking at under 6 today if you pay a point or so, or 2, or whatever, depending on your credit. Gas has come down quite a bit, 6 cents over the last week. That's nice. 137 closed homes versus 130 last week. If you talk about this, we're seeing volume go up, closed sales go up. And if you look back 4 weeks, we're looking at over 6%. So everybody's freaking out. Oh, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter what the rate is. It never mattered. It'll slow down. It'll make people hesitate. It might put some people out of the market because of affordability. But when rates are at 6.5 or 4.5, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can afford a whole lot more when it's 4.5, but you have a whole lot more people affording 4.5% or 2.5% or 3.5%. Which means you have more competition. So now is the best time to buy. What happens when the market crashes? Well, one, we don't know if it's going to crash or not. It possibly could. Everybody's expecting it, but there's a lot of signs that if the economy crashes, prices probably won't crash, mostly because there's lack of inventory, the low cost of homes, the low cost of interest, the low interest rates that were out there. So people that are buying now are buying for the future. Okay, let's get into this. The highest and the lowest sold this week is, drum roll please, Donna Lane in Saratoga. It had the honor of being the highest priced as well as the lowest list price to sales price ratio. If you can see that, maybe I can expand it a little bit. So out of all the houses that sold, out of the 137 houses that sold, Donna Lane sold for $8.45 million, which is also 85% off of the original list price. And it was a 100-year-old house in Saratoga, 5,888 square feet, and it was on market for almost a year. It looks like 11 months or 10 months. Let me break this out so you can look at it. These are not my listings. If you want to look at who the listing agent is and who the buying agent is, let me know. I have these on record so I can send them to you. But this is a beautiful house. We talked about this yesterday. Nice old farmhouse, coffered ceilings. And see what I've been seeing a TikTok about a guy that's going, what's white trash or high end? And guys, dark cabinets are high end. I'm telling you, it's funny because every time we look at this, dark cabinets are high end. The painted cabinets is paint grade. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Yeah, you could take these, and they're older, right? I mean, it's a 100-year-old house. These are older cabinets. Even though it was remodeled, it looked like it was remodeled back in the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s. Look, there's 2 dishwashers. There's a wine cabinet there. There's a big stovetop there, but they're not modernized, right? Look Well, next time I have $10 million, I'll drop something on this one, something like this. That's nice. I'll start playing the lottery, maybe. That's gorgeous. That is just so. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's go back to this and take a look at Water Street, which is the lowest sold house, $775,000. Original list price was $680, sold for 10.9% over list price. Wow. That's what you get for $775,000. Holy moly. Well, we were so poor, we didn't know we were broke. Look at that. It's true, right? Doesn't matter. That's crazy. What can you get for $775,000 in another part of the US? Wow, that's just crazy. All right. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 932 square feet. Almost, that's 187. So that's 1/8 of an acre. Probably sold to an investor. Yeah, go back to this. And then we're going to go to the highest closed ratio, 37.5% over list price, North White Road. I didn't get a chance to take a look at this, but look, it's a pretty regular home. We're not going to go through 80 pictures, but looks like they flipped it. I don't know about that color. That looks like the original Star Trek Captain Kirk tonic color green. And because Technicolor hadn't tuned in, it was really showed up as yellow. That's what that reminds me of. And yeah, I'm kind of a Star Trek nerd. So yeah, flipped. Go figure. I don't know when I shut myself off. Maybe I did it. All right. What's going on with CALHFA? 2,564 contracts in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. $300 million sucked into the air for new home buyers. Good for them. There you go. All right. I'm Vito Scarnecchio with the Abitano Group. With Abitano, we'll see you out there. I might redo this again today.